Welcome to my How to Survive the Party Season video. Now, what I mean by this is how to survive without piling on the pounds and by still keeping healthy. As you may or may not know, health and well-being and fitness and staying active is a massive part of mine and my husband's life. So you'll be seeing more videos like this. So if you like this one, then don't forget to subscribe because we're going to be doing more fitness tips next year, and come January we've got something really special going on. But for now, it's Christmas next week and it's coming up to New Year, and as you can see I'm surrounded by everything Christmassy. So I wanted to do a little video to help you guys not pile on the pounds over Christmas unnecessarily. Now we all put on a little bit of weight over Christmas, that's only natural, but there's no need to go up a storm. The way that I kind of do this is I live a very healthy lifestyle, Monday to Friday, indulge on weekends. At Christmas time, that always goes out the window for everybody, including us as well. We kind of have a week where kind of Christmas Eve begins and New Year's Day ends. Those are the kind of days within that we kind of eat whatever we want, but we still follow kind of simple guidelines so that we don't go over the top unnecessarily. Things like stay hydrated, always drink lots of water, it will keep you fuller. Sometimes a lot of people mistaken hunger for thirst. That happens a lot. So whenever you feel overly hungry, if it's not actually time for your next meal or a snack, then have a glass of water, and if you're still hungry 10 minutes later, then it's hunger. And if you're not, then it just means that your body was craving some water, which it probably will do, because when you're eating a lot over the festive season, you're indulging in extra calories and salt. A lot of your festive food will contain a load more salt than what your body's used to. So your body will be crying out for more water. So keep it hydrated and you'll be flushing out all those toxins, all the excess salt, and you'll also be keeping your body fuller for longer as well without having to always reach for the food. Whenever I go for my Christmas tipple, I try and live by the rule, the clearer the drink, the less calories and healthier it is for you. Now, come on. Alcohol isn't healthy, no matter what they tell you. Red wine is supposedly healthy because it's full of antioxidants and it's good for the heart, and it's supposed to help beat cancer and whatever else you guys have read on it. But it's still alcohol. It's still empty calories. So if you're gonna drink, just drink responsibly. Having a couple of glasses of wine is fine. If you drink wine, go for red because it's the healthier alternative. It's not that it's healthy. I think that's where it gets a bit misleading. There's no healthy alcohol. Sorry, but there isn't. But the clearer it is, the less calories it has. So for example, a shot of vodka would probably be about 40 calories as opposed to a shot of Baileys, which we all know is made from cream. I wouldn't even like to imagine how many calories in a shot of Baileys, but it's a lot more than 40 calories, believe you me. So it's just picking wise choices when it comes to festive drink. If you're going out for a party, and you know there's going to be lots of canapes around and you're going to be hungry, then don't go there being hungry. Have something small to eat before you leave. What you have is up to you. You don't want to overeat because then you don't want to feel full in your dress, so you got to strike a nice balance. But protein will keep you feeling fuller for longer. So not only does protein not bloat you as much as carbs do, carbohydrates, protein will make you fuller for longer as well. So have something protein based before you leave the house to go for that Christmas party. It won't bloat you, keep you fuller for longer, and it'll stop you overindulging on the canapes that are going around because you won't feel the need to keep hunger at bay because you've already kept it at bay by eating before you leave to go out. If you do want to reach for those canapes, and I'm not going to judge you, I still do it as well, try not to go for ones that are made from pastry. A lot of canapes are, because it's really easy to serve and they keep fresher for longer. So that's why they don't have to store it in cold places, because it doesn't get moldy as quick as some other stuff. So pastry canapes are a big no-no. There's lots of hidden calories in pastry. It's full of nasty white carbs that your body can't digest properly, and it just turns straight to sugar. And it's usually got some kind of sweet base, like a honey glaze or a cranberry glaze or something in it to make it taste nice with whatever is inside of it. So that again is probably made from sugar and those kind of nasty things that's just going to pile on the calories, because it's empty calories and your body's just going to turn it to fat if it's not used up. And you're not going to be using up the sugar because you're at a party, you're not going for a run afterwards. Unless you meet somebody, but that's a whole different story. Sometimes it's not always about looking for a food or a drink alternative. Sometimes it's about making yourself active to forget that you're hungry. I'm not saying skip a meal, but sometimes you're not actually hungry, you just want to eat what's there. So for example, if you're at a New Year's Eve party and there's music blasting, the canapes coming around, you're not really hungry, you're just doing it because of a social thing, get up and dance instead. Don't stand there and be antisocial and eat and probably have breadcrumbs around your face and down your dress. Get up, burn those calories, party, and you'll probably pick yourself up a date as well. Just because it's Christmas and New Year doesn't mean that you have to stop going to the gym. It's a really good excuse, and sometimes I've done it as well myself. Oh, I'm going to eat loads, I'm not going to bother to go to the gym. But that's the worst thing I can do. Keep going to the gym. It releases happy endorphins, and if the happy endorphins are released, then you're less likely to overindulge on bad foods because you feel good about yourself, and you want to reward yourself with nice, clean food if the happy endorphins are released because you feel good about yourself. I don't know what you guys are like, but if I've gone to the gym and I feel good about myself, the last thing I want to do is come home and eat a pizza because then I feel bad straight away, and I know that's going to happen. So I tend to eat good, healthy food after a gym session, so it all has a knock-on effect. So keep going to the gym. Don't neglect the gym just because you're eating and drinking. When you're doing your Christmas shopping list and you're shopping on the internet or you've gone to the supermarket, only buy what's on the list. Don't get persuaded to buy things on offer like 25,000 mince pies for £2.50 or double whipped extra sugary brandy sauce cream to go with your pudding or whatever it might be. Just buy what you need and what you want, because if it's there and you're stuck in the house at Christmas, you're gonna eat it anyway. So just buy what you know you're gonna want to eat or what you want for the family and what your kids want. Don't overbuy because then you'll overindulge unnecessarily. Now I'm going to touch on this in my January videos, but things like portion sizes is really important. Just because you're at a big meal doesn't mean that you have to eat big. Just be wary of your portion sizes. Always have a good source of protein and carbohydrate and fat sources as well. You want to cover all three areas. And your carbohydrate source, I mean vegetables. I don't necessarily mean your white potatoes. I think that's why people sometimes overindulge on the carbohydrates. It doesn't have to be starchy. Fruits and vegetables are carbohydrates as well. On days that you're drinking a lot, especially on New Year's Eve, the temptation the next day is then to eat loads of rubbish because you think that your body needs it to make yourself feel better, when in fact you actually probably still feel just as bad, don't you? But we all do it. But when you've gone to bed that evening, before you go to bed, after you've drank loads of alcohol or overindulged, make sure that you drink loads and loads of water. Even if you are hanging and you're half cut from alcohol, drink that water, take off your makeup, you will feel so much better in the morning. And if you sleep at a slight angle, then your face doesn't become as puffy and you won't feel as bad in the morning. Because whenever I've got a hangover, sometimes I get that puffy eye look. But if you sleep with a couple of pillows propped up, then your eyes won't get as puffy and you'll feel a lot better in the morning. Now, food after a hangover, for me, I go for eggs and bananas because it's full of antioxidants, potassium, and eggs are a really good source of fats, which can counterbalance the negative feelings of having too much alcohol. The temptation to reach for sugary or white starchy foods, white carbohydrates, kind of takes over a lot of the time when you're trying to get over a hangover, but try not to do that. Reach for fruit. You want to flush out your system. You want some good antioxidants and good vitamins and minerals in there. You know, white starchy carbs and sweets and sugars just going to make you feel worse. You know it's true. But you know what? If you've just listened to all of that and you don't want to take any of my advice, I don't care, because starting January the 1st, we are starting with 31 tips for January. So one a day. I'm going to do a tip a day. Me and my husband, Hugh, we're going to give you some advice on how to get rid of that Christmas bulge or New Year's Eve hangover and how to get healthy again for the new year. So you don't have to listen to what I've just said. Just subscribe and watch the video that we're going to do in January.